Top 5 animals that look like they're from another planet. Have you ever looked at an animal and thought, there's no way this thing is from Earth? That must have been a design mistake. Or worse, was this created by AI during a power outage? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the top 5 most bizarre, alien-looking creatures that actually live right here on our planet. From sea slugs that steal poison to lizards that drink through their feet, these animals are real, weird, and 100% not your average zoo exhibit. This is not your typical cute puppy countdown. This is top 5 animals that look like they're from another planet. And trust me, number 5 will make you say, why does it look like a punk rock pineapple with attitude? So grab your intergalactic passport, hit that like button, and let's get started with the weirdest tour of the animal kingdom you've ever taken. Top 5. Leafy sea dragon. Seaweed? Dragon? Both? Have you ever looked at a creature and thought, wait a second, is that a fish or did someone drop a houseplant into the ocean? Well, allow us to introduce you to one of the most stunning, bizarre, and fabulously over-designed creatures on planet Earth, the leafy sea dragon, nature's very own underwater cosplay champion. Looks that confuse everyone, even scientists. At first glance, this thing doesn't look like a fish at all. In fact, it looks like a stray piece of seaweed caught in a gentle underwater breeze. But take a closer look, and you'll realize this seaweed has eyes and fins, and it's swimming gracefully. Covered head to tail with delicate leafy appendages, the leafy sea dragon looks like a drag-and-drop experiment from a fantasy illustrator's sketchbook. But don't let the beauty fool you. Those leafy bits aren't just for show. They're master-level camouflage. The sea dragon lives in areas thick with kelp and seagrass, and its leafy limbs help it blend in like a plant with a secret identity. In the animal version of hide and seek, this guy is basically a grandmaster. Ocean attitude, calm, slow, mysterious. Unlike tuna that dart around like caffeinated missiles, or clownfish that get into drama all day, the leafy sea dragon lives life on chill mode. It drifts slowly through the water using tiny, almost invisible fins to float like it's in slow motion. Seriously, this fish moves so gently, it's like watching a ballerina nap. There's no rush, no panic, just vibes. It doesn't hunt aggressively or throw fish tantrums. It's all peace, plants, and pretending to be kelp. If this fish had a dating profile, it'd read, introvert, nature lover, master of disguise, glides through life. Romance and reproduction. The dads do the work. Now here's where things get wild. In the world of leafy sea dragons, it's the males who carry the babies. Yep, dad gets pregnant. The female lays her eggs onto a special patch on the male's tail, and he carries them around like a proud underwater babysitter for several weeks. Eventually, hundreds of teeny tiny dragon babies hatch, swim off, and begin their leafy little lives. In short, he's a father, he's fabulous, he floats. The sea's floating artwork. The leafy sea dragon is living proof that nature has a sense of humor and a sense of fashion. It's beautiful, peaceful, nearly invisible, and possibly the result of a jellyfish and a bonsai tree falling in love. So next time you think you're just looking at seaweed, be careful. It might be a fish in disguise, watching you. Top 4. Glaucus Atlanticus, the tiny, shiny, toxic ocean Pokemon. Let's talk about a creature that looks like it swam straight out of a science fiction anime with sparkles. Meet Glaucus Atlanticus, aka the blue dragon, aka the sea swallow, aka why does this look like a water-type Pokemon? It's about the size of your pinky finger, but don't be fooled by the small size. This little sea wizard is deadly, gorgeous, and absolutely fabulous. Looks, shimmering danger and HD. This ocean oddball is covered in metallic blue and silver armor with 6 feathery appendages flowing out like wings. If Mother Nature had a fashion show under the sea, Glaucus would be the main model, glittering under the spotlight. And yes, it floats upside down, on purpose. The top of its body, which faces the water surface, is a brilliant blue to blend in with the sky. The belly, which faces the seafloor, is silvery to match the sunlight. This is called countershading, and it's the sea dragon's way of saying, I'm tiny, but I know how to ghost you in HD. Deadly beauty. It steals poison and uses it. Still think it's just a pretty little sea angel? Well, guess what? Glaucus eats poisonous jellyfish, including the terrifying Portuguese man-of-war. And not only does it eat them, it steals their stinging cells and stores them in its own body, turning itself into a biological weapon. That's right, this sea slug is out here saying, "You're poison? I like it. I'll keep it, and then I'll shoot it at anyone who bothers me." It's like if someone robbed a dragon and started breathing fire just to be petty. Even scarier, because it selectively stores the strongest stingers, its sting can actually be worse than the jellyfish it ate. That's right, this thing doesn't just play with fire, it builds a flamethrower out of someone else's fire and upgrades it. How it moves, gracefully floating chaos. Glaucus doesn't swim like a normal slug. Oh no, it floats on the surface, carried by ocean currents, just drifting around like it's on a vacation cruise, looking fancy and dangerous. It's often found in the same areas as jellyfish, which is basically its all-you-can-eat buffet. Imagine floating through life, eating venomous prey, and becoming more dangerous every time you have lunch? Yeah, that's Glaucus. Final thoughts. Deadly, tiny, and dripping with drama. Glaucus Atlanticus is proof that nature has flair. It's elegant, shiny, tiny, and terrifying. If it could talk, it would probably say, "Yes, I'm small, but I'm toxic, fashionable, and floating upside down like a boss." So next time you go for a swim and see a tiny, shiny blue creature drifting near the surface, don't pick it up. Seriously, it's not a sea fairy, it's a drag queen with venom. Top 3, Axolotl, the eternal toddler of the animal kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the cutest little monster you'll ever see. It has feathery gills, a permanent smile, and a name that sounds like a Wi-Fi password. Axolotl, pronounced axolotl, or if you want to get real fancy, Ambystoma mexicanum. What is it? A lizard, a fish, a Pokemon, or a rejected Studio Ghibli character? Nope, it's a salamander that refused to grow up and turned that into a lifestyle. The smile heard round the world. Axolotls are famous for one thing. They look like they're always smiling, no matter what. Rainy day? Smiling. Earthquake? Still smiling. You dropped your phone in a toilet? Axolotl? Still vibing. That's because their little mouths naturally curve upward, giving them a constant expression of pure, innocent joy, like a baby that just learned it has fingers. It's adorable. It's disarming, and it's kind of weird because axolotls live in dark, murky lakes in Mexico. Not exactly Disneyland. I don't want to grow up? Literally. Now, here's where axolotls get really weird. They never grow up. No, seriously, they go through a process called neoteny, which means they reach sexual maturity while still in their baby form. Imagine a human who could vote, pay taxes, and file for a mortgage, but still looks like a kindergartner with floaties. While most amphibians start life in water and then crawl out onto land as adults, axolotls stay in water forever, gills and all. They're basically Peter Pan if Peter Pan also had regenerative superpowers. Regeneration level, God mode. Axolotls can regenerate almost anything. Legs, regrow it. Spine, no problem. Heart, already done. Parts of their brain, you bet. Some scientists even sliced off parts of their eye and it grew back like nothing happened. This isn't biology, this is straight up science fiction. They're like the undo button of evolution. This has made axolotls a hot topic in medical research, especially for people studying tissue regeneration and stem cells. But while humans need years of surgery and therapy, axolotls just shrug and regrow their arms like, oops, dropped my limb, no biggie. Life under threat. Despite their magical abilities, axolotls are critically endangered in the wild. Pollution, invasive species, and habitat loss in Lake Xochimilco, their only natural home, have pushed their population to near extinction. Luckily, they're thriving in labs, aquariums, and memes around the world. So while they may be rare in nature, they've basically become the internet's favorite real-life plush toy. Final thoughts: baby-faced, magic-limbed, and undeniably loved. Axolotls are living proof that being weird, different, and permanently baby-faced isn't a flaw. It's a flux. If it could talk, it would say, yes, I'm cute. Yes, I'm immortal. No, I'm not evolving. Deal with it. Top 2. Thorny Devil, the lizard that drinks through its feet. Thorny Devil, the spiky, thirsty desert tank. Okay, forget dragons, dinosaurs, or anything in between. Let me introduce you to a creature that looks like it crawled straight out of a Mad Max movie, armed and ready to roll across the desert in a spiky suit of armor. The Thorny Devil. Also known as the Thorny Dragon, this little guy lives in the dry deserts of Australia, and its vibe is best described as, come close and bleed. Covered in spikes, literally. At first glance, you might think this is a pine cone with legs, or a tiny dragon who forgot to moisturize. Its entire body is covered in hardened, sharp spikes, which makes it one of the least huggable animals on the planet. Even its eyeballs look like they're guarded by tiny helmets. But the spikes aren't just for looking cool. They make predators think twice, because who wants to swallow a living cactus? And just in case that's not enough defense, it has a fake head on the back of its neck. Yeah. When threatened, it lowers its real head and shows off a decoy head, like it's saying, attack this one, suckers. Walking the weirdest walk in the West. Have you ever seen someone tiptoe into a cold swimming pool, all cautious and awkward? That's how the Thorny Devil walks. It moves in this bizarre, jerky, stop-and-go motion that makes it look like it's trying to sneak past its own shadow. Scientists think this odd movement helps confuse predators. I think it's just the Thorny Devil being dramatic. Drinks water through its feet? Not a joke. Now here's where things get truly weird. The Thorny Devil lives in places where it basically never rains. So how does it stay hydrated? It drinks with its skin. No straw, no cup, just feet and belly scales designed to collect water. When dew or rain touches its body, the water is drawn up through tiny grooves between its scales all the way to its mouth. That's right, it can literally stand in a puddle and drink through its toes. It's like if you could hydrate just by wearing wet socks. Diet? Ants. So many ants. What does this armored tank eat? Only ants, nothing but ants, thousands of them every single day. It uses its sticky tongue to slurp them up like living sprinkles. No variety, no dessert, just ants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you thought your diet was boring. Final thoughts. Spiky, thirsty, and full of personality. The Thorny Devil may be small, but it's a desert survival expert, a hydration genius, and possibly the coolest looking reptile you've never heard of. If it could talk, it would probably say, "I'm not mean, I'm just pointy."
Top 1. Lowland Streaked Tenric, the punk rock porcupine that plays drums. Lowland Streaked Tenric, spiky, stripy, and surprisingly musical. If a hedgehog, a porcupine, and a bee had a baby and then dressed that baby in a yellow and black punk rock outfit, you might get something close to this little chaos gremlin, the Lowland Streaked Tenric. Native to Madagascar, because of course it is, this creature looks like it was designed during a lightning storm by someone who couldn't decide between adorable and unsettling. Looks like it just walked out of a punk concert. The first thing you'll notice is the hair. Oh yes, this tenric has a mohawk made of quills running right down its back like it's headed to a hedgehog mosh pit. And it's not just for show. Those quills are sharp. But here's the twist. They're also musical instruments. No joke, this little animal can use its quills to make sound. How? Well, it rubs them together, like a cricket with an attitude, in a process called stridulation, producing a clicking noise to communicate with other tenrics. That's right, this tiny animal can literally play drums on its own back. Some animals bark, some animals chirp. This one beats its own soundtrack like a one-man band from the underbrush. Diet: bugs, worms, and more bugs. Tenrics aren't picky eaters. They roam around the tropical forests of Madagascar, snuffling through leaf litter for tasty bugs, worms, and anything else that wiggles. And when they find it, splat! With their sharp little teeth, they chop it down and move on. Business as usual. Now about those quills again, not all of them are for music. Some of them are just plain stabby. When threatened, the lowland streaked tenric raises its quills like a living spike trap, then either runs or just freezes, daring any predator to bite. It's like, "Come closer, I dare you. I may be tiny, but I'm 30% attitude and 70% sharp." And if a predator actually tries to bite it, those loose quills can detach and embed into the attacker's mouth like tiny toothpicks of doom. No refunds. Strange fact, it's not even a hedgehog. Despite the looking like a spiky cousin of Sonic the Hedgehog, tenrics aren't even closely related. In fact, their closest relatives are elephants and manatees. Yes, this angry hairbrush is a distant cousin of Dumbo. Because Madagascar's been isolated for so long, nature's had time to get real weird out there. Final thoughts: small, sharp, and seriously weird. The lowland streaked tenric isn't just another cute animal, it's a walking contradiction. It looks like a toy, sounds like an insect, fights like a porcupine, and parties like a rock star. If it could talk, it would probably say, "I'm small, I'm loud, and I'm wearing this mohawk unironically."